Hi guys, Lee here from Trading College with your weekly look at the markets. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, crude oil, which has certainly been in the news. And we're going to take a look at where we are on the tech market, the NASDAQ. So let's start with Bitcoin here. We haven't looked at the cryptos for a little while, but we're looking at the weekly chart of Bitcoin. It looks great. This huge original move up to 65,000, big deep pullback, halving in value back to 30,000, and now we had a pro trade system buy several weeks ago at 41,842. So when it turns green, is the buyers are stepping in. When it turns red, the sellers are stepping in. So if we're looking to go long, we want to be on the right side of the greens here. We want to be where the green buy signals step in. So it looks pretty good. I think we're going to go with Bitcoin back up to 61,401, which is this big double top area. So as we rally back up to here, we're going to have a double top. Now this is key. Is it a double top drop, which tends to happen when you do get double tops? You tend to get a decent retracement. Or are we going to explode through? Now, of course, this chart isn't scaled where I can see the next price target. You can see here, Pro Trading System has projected the next price target on Bitcoin at 81,966. Okay, so this is the key area, guys. This double top. I think if we get there and explode through it, which Bitcoin could do quite easily with the volatility of this market, then we are beyond 81 and beyond, up into that big round number of 100,000. We shall see. So all the while it's green and with buyers stepping in and being in control of this market, Bitcoin looks really strong. And as we continue to push higher here on the daily chart, we're looking for that double top area around that 52,900. Now, I want you to take a little look at the pattern that reversed this market recently. You see this high on the peak of the storyteller, lower high, lower high. This is called a three wave, okay? Now, as we made new highs on Bitcoin, the three wave divergence reversed that market and we got a decent sized sell-off. I'm going to talk to you about what crude oil is doing, because it's doing exactly the same pattern on the weekly chart. Before that, we're going to take a little look at Ethereum here. This is one I'm very happy to be long. The weekly time frame, very strong indeed. It looks like Bitcoin, of course, and that double top area comes in at 43.80. So we should break above that area. And the monthly time frames on the cryptos are green. Buyers are in control from an investment point of view on the monthly chart. Very bullish indeed, and no reason to want to exit for the long term trade. But as a day trader or as a shorter term trader, we're still green as well. So all looking very nice on the cryptos. We'll be concerned on a shorter time frame if we start to see red pro trading system, but at the moment it's green and strong. So we spoke about that three wave strategy that tends to be a reversal type strategy. It's a strategy I trade a lot of the time. Here's crude oil, US crude on the NYMEX exchange, daily funded bet here. You can see that it's been long and strong since $69.20, and we're up at $77.60, which we hit yesterday. Now, as we continue to push higher, this move, and I'm going to show you the weekly now because I'm going to show you the pattern, this move is getting weaker and weaker at the moment. Why is it getting weaker? Because the momentum indicator is making lower highs. This is a three wave. As it rolls over like this, prices continue to expand, okay, and go higher. Now we're going to be watching $80.46 because that move into this area will have a 1272 fib extension and a three wave divergence. Now remember what happened to Bitcoin? That's when it had a serious reversal. Well, the same pattern setting up here on the weekly chart of crude oil. I think we continue higher, but $80.46, guys. Keep your eye out for that area because that's the area we could start to see a bit of a reversal. Now, at the moment, we've got the yellow lines kicking in. Those three waves are telling us that, okay, we've got a little bit more upside to go, but we could certainly see a reversal at some point, okay? Watch that $80.46. Now, you could obviously look for a short of that area if you want to go down to the daily time frame or this 4-hour chart to maybe want to look at a short side trade, but you can see here we are setting up that setup right now. Let's take a little look at the NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ had a very similar setup indeed. We had a high, a lower high, and a lower high. So we had these peaks. Okay, so here we go. You can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 lower, and then the NASDAQ market push lower. And taking a look at the daily time frame, it looks worse. You can see we had a red PTS, and now we're down to 14,546 zone. Okay, so a nice sell-off, which was expected because of the weekly 3-wave, just like we're getting in crude oil. So we're back at support. We're sort of stuck a little bit now in declining moving averages and rising moving averages. We've got the moving averages coming down and then coming up with the 200 period moving average. Interesting times. I mean, we're bound to get some sort of rally, but as long as we stay, let's get the drawing tools up, as long as we stay below this, I'd say trend line here, then it's bearish, on the daily chart. Now we could push up into here and continue to just make lower highs, and I'm sure we're going to get some sort of kickback rally at some point here. But as long as we stay below that trend line on NASDAQ, we could see much more downside price action. All right, hope it helps, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up, because I do enjoy doing this work for you, looking at the bigger picture. There's so many markets to look at, we can't go through all of them, but I always like to give you a trade that's setting up every single week as well, and this one is the crude oil market. Hope it helps. Speak to you soon.